today I would do a really quick video just showing you the new Sizzix Precision Chrome base plate. This is an improvement on the old base plate. You might already have the older version, which is this one here, which is the Precision base plate for intricate finlets. The old plate has a sort of, it's metal, but it has like a black coating on it. It's got a kind of chalky feel to it actually. And as you can see, over time, this does get sort of scratched and marked from your dies. It still works perfectly well, but I guess over time, the scratches in this would have a little bit of an impact on how well it cuts in certain areas. So the new base plate improves on that. It's got a chrome finish. I'll be very careful, I won't turn this right round because it's got a mirrored chrome effect. It's going to really glare on the camera. So it's got a mirror-like effect to it. And I've actually used this one quite a lot and there isn't a mark on it. I don't know if over time it will start to get a little bit scratched, but I've done quite a lot of die cutting. I had to make some invites for a friend, which involved me cutting out an intricate die 40 times, so it's had a fair bit of use in the last week and there isn't a mark on it yet, so I assume if this is going to stay relatively sort of shiny and clear. So that's what it looks like. I'll explain why you would need it actually as well. We're all used to having quite intricate dies now. Dies have evolved over the years and have gone from quite simple shapes to some really quite intricate dies like this one here. I've just grabbed one for an example. This is a Tim Holtz intricate lace die. And you can see here, there's a lot of metal to this die. And obviously your die cutting machine has got rollers and it's the pressure that pushes the card through all of these sort of quite small areas. And obviously the more metal that's on your die and the more intricate it is, the more work your machine's got to do. And that's why with these kind of dies, you will find that you quite often have to run it through, run it back, flip it over, or move it around on your platform to make sure that you get every single area cut. You know, we're used to that and it's the price we pay for having so much detail in a die. And with the technology we've got, you know, that it's not really an issue. However, if you're making 100 invites with this particular die, then having the Precision base plate is going to really help speed up that process, because you're only going to have to run this through once and you won't need to flip it over, run it back again. So it's for those instances really that this comes into play and that you would really feel the benefit from it. I'll put links in the description box on YouTube here as to where you can get this. In the States it's been around for I'm guessing about 6 months, it might be longer than that. So if you're in the States you can probably find it available quite widely with all your usual Sizzix suppliers. I will put links to Simon Says Stamp and stampbook.com because I know they usually have it. In the UK I'll put links again. I have noticed the last couple of weeks when I've been looking, it has been sort of going in and out of stock because it's a new thing here. It's in quite high demand, so you might need to check back in order to find it in stock. But I would recommend to keep trying because it's a really useful thing to have. If you've got any intricate dies, it's a worthwhile accessory to keep with your machine. I'll flip over to my other camera now and I'll demonstrate. We'll use this one as an example and I'll show you exactly how it cuts. And I'll do one cut with my normal base, with my normal cutting pads, and then one cut with this, and you can really see the difference. So I'll switch my camera over and we'll have a proper look at it. So let's run this through. What I'll do, I'll just bring my machine in. Let's use that same die we just looked at and I'll run it through with my normal plate combination. I'll just grab some card. Here we go. Right. So we'll sandwich that between and I'll just run it through once and you can see there's a whole area there that hasn't cut at all. This side's cut fine. So normally I would run that through again, probably flip it over. I know from experience this die usually takes there and back, flip over, there and back. So 4 runs through normally. So now let's do the same thing with the new Chrome Precision plate. So I've got another piece of yellow card, and the sandwich you need is very simple. You just replace your bottom plate with this. So you place, I'll put my card on top to stop all that glare. So you place your card directly onto that mirrored chrome plate, and then you place one plate on top. So you're basically just replacing the bottom plate with the Chrome Precision plate, and apart from that, it's exactly the same sandwich. So that's gone through once, and as you can see, it's cut through. I won't poke out every single piece, but you can see from this that it has actually cut all the way through. So all of those will come out without any bother. So as you can see, that is a massive difference with this particular die, and well worth the investment of the plate for me, because as I say, this particular die I do normally have to run through 4 times to get a perfect cut. So to be able to do it once, obviously you're cutting into quarters the time that it takes. So really useful. And as I say, I'll put links to the shops that I know sell this. Here you can see the instructions. Like all of our platforms and plates, all the instructions are on here, so it's very simple to use. One thing I should mention actually is that this is designed to be used with just the standard Big Shot. It's not designed to be used with the Foldaway or the Big Shot Plus, because the pressure on those machines is already greater, and it's just not designed. It actually says here on the plate, do not use with the Big Shot Foldaway or Big Shot Plus machines. It'll basically damage your cutting pad or your dies because the pressure's too much for it. So this really is just for use with the standard Big Shot. Hope that's been useful for you. As I say, I'll put all the details in the description box, and hopefully I'll be back. I'm really sorry that I haven't done many videos recently. It's just been so busy with TV work, but I'm really going to make a concerted effort over the next few weeks to get some videos back up on here. So hopefully I'll be back soon with some more things to show you. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I definitely will see you soon. Thanks.